Thank you for taking the time to watch our video. As many of you know, I'm Glen Tosh, MREA 2020 President. Although many of you haven't seen me in person this year, I'm joined today by David Salvatore, our MREA CEO. Today, we'll share 10 updates on 10 MREA initiatives important to our members, and we'll try to keep it under 10 minutes. Well, David, why don't you start us off?
Thanks so much, Glenn. In response to the threat of COVID-19, the Manitoba government issued a public health order on April 1st, 2020, requiring all Manitoba businesses to close except for those providing critical services. In the weeks leading to the issued order, MREA sustained communication with the provincial government. And as a result of these efforts, the Manitoba government determined that businesses providing real estate services are critical services and can continue to operate. Although our members were permitted to continue to run the real estate businesses while other businesses were closed, as you know, it was not business as usual. We are really proud of how realtors stepped up and did their part to prevent the spread of COVID-19. The real estate industry has taken necessary measures to adjust its day-to-day activities to minimize the risks, and we continue to do so. Well done, everybody.
As the province started to shut down in mid-March, we recognized that COVID-19 crisis would likely put pressure on the financial stability of our association. MREA directors moved quickly to review the budget and identify opportunities for savings. To that end, we identified over $274,000 in savings, and that has already been implemented. We are continuing to watch expenses and carefully review revenue, and we will make further adjustments if needed.
In May, we released a new salesperson edition of BRITE, which now makes previous BRITE modules available to all members on an opt-in basis. The latest BRITE salesperson topic is the sale of real estate by non-residents of Canada. If you haven't seen our new format, we encourage you to take a look.
In accordance with Manitoba government's state of emergency order and social distancing guidelines, MREA ceased offering Module 4 classes and RLE 20 sessions for several weeks. In May, we resumed these sessions with restricted class sizes and extensive precautionary measures put in place for the safety of students and staff. MREA has also made online registration available and provides immediate access to digital copies of students' course material, and students wishing to pick up course materials can arrange for a contactless pickup appointment.
Over the past few months, the MREA, Winnipeg Realtors, and Brandon Area Realtors have called upon Manitoba Realtors to adapt their real estate business to align with the government's protocols. To help our members adapt quickly, the three associations have provided multiple versions of health declaration forms, protocols and guidelines related to open houses, property showings, and out-of-town visitors, and shared pertinent information in a timely manner. Collectively, we are very proud of how Manitoba Realtors are navigating the challenges of COVID-19 and safely meeting the needs of today's real estate market.
Electronic signatures. Many of our members were pleased with when the Manitoba Securities Commission recently released a temporary exemption order and notice enabling realtors to receive and deliver listings and offers electronically. This order expires on September 30th, 2020. The notice from the registrar involved important details regarding identifying individuals, required an understanding of the Electronic Commerce and Information Act, the Emergency Measures Act, Homestead's consent, and how the exemption order will impact buyers and sellers. To support our members in understanding the complexities related to electronic signatures and video witnessing, we developed declaration forms to aid in obtaining and presenting a digitally signed offer and listing, as well as comprehensive guidance document on how to comply with the orders. To provide more clarity, lawyers Bob Tyler and Stephen Hyman hosted a Zoom webinar to provide an in-depth review of the documents and orders outlined. If you missed the webinar, a recording can be found on MREA's education portal, Absorb. Connecting with the brokerages. We know the summers are busy, so we're hoping to connect with the brokerages this fall. We'd like to zoom in on one of your team meetings, or if you'd prefer to join us as a group meeting, we'd love to talk with you about MREA's services and how they benefit members, and to hear your thoughts about MREA and the industry. We'll be sending out more information on this soon.
This winter, MREA responded to the Manitoba government's request for proposals, creating opportunities for affordable homeownership via home buyer assistance. With funding support from the Canada Mortgage and Housing Corporation, CMHC, this initiative is part of the Manitoba government's commitment to creating homeownership opportunities for low to moderate income families in Manitoba. We are thrilled to announce that we were successful through our RFP submission, and we anticipate that 10 families will be able to purchase a home by the spring of 2022. In the coming weeks, we will begin a campaign to recruit a larger group of 35 candidates who will be enrolled in pre-qualifying financial education. While our funding under the RFP will enable 10 candidates from this larger group to begin the journey to owning their first home, the remaining pre-qualified candidates will be better prepared for future program intakes. These 10 identified candidates will be among the next group of MTM families whose lives will be forever changed due to the stability that comes along with owning your own home. We will continue to share important updates as we embark on this meaningful project of helping Manitoba's First Nations families break the cycle of poverty through homeownership.
Meetings galore. As the 2020 president, I'm confident in saying I hold the record for calling the most meetings in MREA's history. The association executives and staff have been very busy over the last few months as we all work round the clock to support members during this time of uncertainty and continuous change. With industry changes to discuss and adapt to quickly, we've had several meetings. To give you some perspective, in just 3 months, we've held the same amount of board, executive, and finance meetings as we would normally in a typical year. Fun virtual fact. Since March, we've held 51 online meetings with 368 participants, totaling 2,268 minutes. Actually, that number just got a little higher if you include this meeting.
The renovation work at Realtor Place is nearly complete, with just a few outstanding finishing items. This is your place, so we look forward to welcoming you back for classes at the association when it's safe to do so. Here are a few photos of your newly improved Realtor Place.
Well, that's a wrap of our 2020 mid-year update. Thanks for taking the time to view the video. If you have any questions, please get in touch with any of our staff. They'd be happy to help. Enjoy your summer, everyone.